Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian families collection. For today's video, we're going to be unboxing a new family to my collection, and it's this one here, which is the Snuggly Sloth family. This family was released in both Japan and the UK in the year 2020, which was the 35th anniversary, and I think they were a special release for the 35th anniversary. They are an exclusive family, so in Japan they're available in the official physical and online shop, and in the rest of the world they are an online official Sylvanian Families website exclusive family. They are also one of the smaller families that are available in the current range at only 4 members. We've got the mother, the father and the 2 twin babies. There are no siblings for this family, like the younger siblings or older siblings. And as far as I'm aware, there's also no other babies, it's these 2 and that's it. Originally, when this family was announced and released, I was a little bit unsure about them. They're one of the slightly more unusual families in that they're a more exotic animal. They're also quite an interesting interpretation on a sloth. But as time's gone on, I've grown to think they're actually pretty cute. I do like sloths as in the animal version. And I think whilst not a perfect interpretation of a sloth, I think they are still very cute in their own right. For me, the closest family in the range that I could think of for these is the meerkats. I think these were also a little bit like Marmite when they were released as to whether people really liked them or not. I would say the meerkats have a more realistic look to them. They look quite close to the actual animal, whereas the sloths I think have a cuter appearance. But definitely some more interesting interpretations of slightly more intriguing animals than the usual cats, dogs and bunnies. So that's enough history, let's get them open. I really like the box for this. I think it's really lovely in its design. I like how the babies are sitting on these kind of cardboard tree pieces. It's a very natural, jungle-esque looking environment with lots and lots of fruit trees. There's trees all the way around the box. On the back as well, you can see a little tree house, which is maybe a hint at where in the lore they live. Then on the bottom, just the usual bits and bobs. This is the UK edition, so it is in English. And then sky on the top of the box. So let's start here with the father. I like his outfit, I think it's really cute. His name is Clint Snuggly. Snuggly is the family name. I like his denim-esque trousers. Cute shirt with this kind of almost Hawaiian style print on it, and his neckerchief as well. Now this is, oh, it's 2 pieces. And he's got a little tail in there that's not that dissimilar to others we've seen in the range. It looks a little bit like the Biscuit Bear's tail for a more recent release. But having separate top and trousers, that's very interesting. We don't see that too often. The neckerchief and shirt are all in one though. He is of course fully posable and he has the flat style hands. The markings on his face are done quite nicely. This white piece is very soft. The light brown piece is a little rough, but it's nowhere near as rough as, say, like the maple cats. And here is much rougher, so it seems like the darker the colour, the rougher the texture feels. His body's really soft though, in this kind of lighter brown. You can see his body and head. I think his head is painted, potentially, and his body is flock. And I imagine that's going to be the same for all of them. So let's find out a little bit about Clint. He is happy with a slow pace in life. He's great at fixing things. He never rushes when something is broken. He takes his time to mend it properly so it won't break again. The villagers know that nobody will do a better job than Clint. So from hearing his bio, he seems like a bit of a handyman, but maybe, I don't think my village has a plumber or something like that, so maybe that will be the role that he takes on. He's got a very cute face with this little happy smile. I think I'd be quite happy with having him round to my house to fix something. Then here we have the mother, and her name is Candice. She's got a very pretty dress. The skirt on this has the same kind of tropical print as the father's shirt, just in a different colour. I really like this green. It's a really nice, kind of not too bright, quite soft green, very natural looking. She also has this lovely lace on her top and around the neck of her blouse. It is all one piece, and she's got the same little tail there. To me, this looks almost like a top and skirt, so she's wearing like a blouse and a nice skirt. It is formatted as a dress though. Also love this nice bright orange ribbon that just kind of calls into her husband's shirt, so they're kind of matching in a way. Really pretty dress. I wasn't expecting to like this quite as much as I am now seeing it in close and in person. She has the exact same markings as the father. She's got a little bit of fluff on her face to get that off later. But yeah, she's got the exact same markings, exact same coloration, so there's no differentiation in the different colours like we see for some other families. She does almost look slightly lighter, but I think that is the light in the room rather than there being an actual difference. Let's find out about Candice's bio. So she has a very big heart. Little things never bother Candice. Even when the twins get into mischief or spill their food, she's as happy as can be. But when something really matters, she knows how to put her foot down. So I guess not a lady that you want to upset. Reminds me of a teacher at school maybe, where they seem pretty chill and friendly until the class really upsets them, and then you find out exactly why you don't want to upset them. She's got the same cute little smile as well. So that's the mother. Now let's take a look at the twins. So here we have Natasha and Nathan. I believe Natasha's in the pink and Nathan is in the orange. Nathan also has fluff on his face. There we go. Now this is the exact same baby mould, just the heads are turned different ways. But other than that, I believe they are identical, even the markings on their faces, nose colours, etc. So your differentiation here is the colour of romper they're wearing. They're so cute when you put them together like this. I like that they've gone for the sitting baby because it looks like they're holding onto something like a sloth would. I think that's very cute. Attention to detail thinking about the real life animal. But let's start with Natasha in her pink romper. This is one of the ones that just goes up round the neck with elastic and then has the normal lacy bottom piece. So Natasha loves cuddles. Well, she's in the right pose for it. She's always going to her mother and father for a hug. Apples are her favourite food in the world. When she sees one, nothing can keep her away. Well, she's come to the right place. Part of the lore of my village is that there's lots and lots of apple trees in it. So she's going to be in apple heaven. She might even get sick of them, there's so many. But she's definitely come to the right place. Then we have little Nathan. Exact same romper style. Elastic around the neck again, and then this lovely lace. So what does Nathan like? Nathan Snuggly is the nimblest member of the family. Put him on a chair or a sofa, look away for one moment, and when you look back, he'll be somewhere completely different. So he's a little bit naughty and definitely going off and about all over the shop. I bet he is a bit of a pain for his mother and father to keep tabs on. I like the way he looks like he's holding on to the thumb. Very cute. And that's the whole family. Whilst the mother and father only appear in this set, we have seen at least one of the babies come out in a blind bag series, and it was the 2023, I think it was, Kuji playing in the secret forest, and one of the sloths was a blind bag baby. I'm not sure if we've seen the babies in any other sets, so if you know, let me know down in the comments, but I think it will always be one of these two babies. I don't think there's any more babies that belong to this family. If we have a look at them compared to real sloths, I think there's just a couple of things I would point out. Real sloths have quite small heads compared to their bodies. So I think maybe the head size on these looks a little big when compared to their body when you compare it to an actual sloth. However, in the Sylvanian style, I think it works. They do tend to have bigger heads. The other really distinctive feature of sloths is they have these kind of longer claws on their back and front feet to help them climb up in the trees, I'm presuming. So them having completely kind of normal Sylvanian paws is maybe a little bit jarring when you compare them side by side with an actual image of a real life sloth. And I'm not really sure how they would do that. I think they would probably have to make like a custom hand mold for them and maybe some little plastic claws, but I'm not sure how that would translate into Sylvanian kind of molding. I think for me, the markings and such make it obvious enough what kind of animal they are, but I can understand how it could be disappointing. Say if your favourite animal was a sloth, that it's missing some of those key sloth-like features. That's all I have for you for today's video. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this family. Do you have them in their collection? Are they one you'd like to add, or are they just a complete skip for you? Let me know, I'm really interested to hear your views. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.